Hey everybody, this is David B69, and welcome to Phillies Franchise Baseball on MLB The Show 25. I hope everybody is doing fine, because we need to win today's game so we can take the series over the Mets. The Braves basically have a lead and stuff, and they're not willing to let this go. I mean, they're basically doing whatever it takes to basically try to win the division against us. Um, this has been great. I mean, I love this personally, because nobody wants to see me just destroy everybody else. I mean, that's not what this is about. What it's about is basically competitive, good baseball, and good simulations to basically show this. And this is what we're getting. This is Hall of Fame difficulty baseball. And I got to tell you, I am having the time of my life. We've been playing a lot of baseball. And it's like, I'm very thankful that I've been able to play these games, and I have to do this at a certain time so I can get basically my brain to do it, which is a challenge. Okay, we're gonna have Bryce Harper switch off. Is gonna go back to DH. The nice part, after today, we have an off day tomorrow, so I'm not extremely worried about it. Marsh, you're not playing that. You sub in for Weston Wilson, and yeah. So basically, hopefully we will have a good game today, and then be able to have a lot of these players rest tomorrow on a Monday, so we can get ready for our next series after that. So let's get playing. Very happy in the first inning of last game. It was just the other games that I was having problems with. So let's go.
Happy to have you with us. All set to bring you MLB The Show's Game of the Week. It's the New York Mets taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. The headline today, the hitting streak he's been on.
Yeah, an impressive streak. Can he keep it going in this one? Feels like there isn't a pitch he can't hit right now. Looking forward to seeing how they deal with him.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. About to get started here. Today's starting pitcher, Joe Ryan, singing he's been outstanding and should be fun to watch.
Well, when you have a guy that can limit the opponent to very little run production, you have a great chance to win a ball game when he takes the mound. He's just having an outstanding season so far. You hope he can maintain it, because if he can, he'll be in a nice conversation at the end of the year.
And stepping in for New York, Francisco Lindor. Not even close there. And we're underway. And that one fouled off. Tap foul at the plate. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. Kepler hauls it in, and there's one away. Here's Jesse Winker. And that's in the dirt. 1-0. That one pushed to the left and foul. And a swing and a miss.
1-2.
Got him looking. And there's two down. 2 outs, base is empty. And now it's Juan Soto. Knocked in 3 of their 4 runs in yesterday's game. Bounce to the right. Stop. Slings to first. Out. They get the out on Soto. And that is that. Back here in Philadelphia, and today's starting pitcher, Clay Holmes. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
Trey Turner, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Batting second, designated hitter.
Here's Harper now. Third in the NL in RBIs this year. There's a strike.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Turner on at first. Nobody out. Next pitch is outside.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And this is inside.
So here we go. Base runner at first. Could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, we've seen this recipe cook up a big inning plenty of times. 2 runners on, nobody out, and they're in the heart of their order. It's just a great opportunity to put up a crooked number.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
No strikes.
To third might be 2. Vientos tossed to second, over to first, safe. This is Bryson Stott. 2 hits and 4 at bats during yesterday's ball game.
Second baseman, Bryson Stott.
And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
Always tough to turn 2 on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn 2 quickly.
And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there.
Batting fifth.
Here's Byron Buxton.
He's been on fire at the dish lately. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
And that's ripped for a base hit. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds at third.
Big swing of the bat right there to give him the lead. That was clutch. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Swing and a fly ball well struck left field. And the inning is over. Back at Citizens Bank Park, and now it's Mark Vientos.
Mark Vientos.
Ryan back to work. And the slider just misses. Foul ball there.
That's a ball.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
And the right-hander deals. And now it's filled up.
Full count.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Drilled out towards left center field. That's back. And it's gone. He circles the bases. Home run number 5 on the season, and we're level. It's 1-1.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. There's a strike.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Way out front for strike 2.
No ball. 2
Tied
strikes.
up here in the early going. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. And there's one away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
That one finds the zone. No balls, 2 strikes. Gets a piece and stays alive. Just misses. And a count 1-2. That one is absolutely belted. Makes the catch up against the wall. 2 down, bases empty. Here's the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs, bases empty. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. That's out number 3. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. All even at 1 apiece. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here in Philadelphia, we head to the bottom of the second. And now the veteran catcher, JT Realmuto. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
No balls. 1 strike.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Strike 3 went back to the sweeper and got the strikeout.
Batting 8.
So up
first
next,
baseman,
Weston Wilson. Homered last
Wilson.
night. Added another hit as well. That's in for a strike at 95. 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
No balls. 2
1 out,
strikes.
bases empty. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Throw to first. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike. Cody Clemens stands in for the Phillies. Fought off foul.
1-1.
And the next pitch is way outside.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Two now. And that one almost hit him. The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what,
Shortstop,
he earned that walk.
Turner.
Trey Turner at the plate. Singled and scored his first time. Ball 1 there. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Cut on and lifted in the air. Soto gets under it, and that ends the inning. On to the third inning.
Leading off
Here's the veteran
for the
second
Mets,
baseman,
second
Jeff
baseman,
McNeil.
Jeff McNeil.
First
Ball, that's
offering, and it
down.
just misses. Next offering is foul back. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Batting
And
ninth,
now it's Jose
center fielder,
Siri.
Jose Siri.
And a swing and a miss there.
0-1.
In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Bangs another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Now up to hit,
Up next,
Francisco
for the Mets,
Lindor.
Shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Lindor, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner,
1-0.
hitting leadoff in today's game. A former first-round pick back in 2011. Swing and a line drive ripped out into left center field. That'll touch down for a hit. The throw in, and he's in at second with a 2-out double.
Everything came together perfectly for him
Now
right there.
batting,
When you can turn a ball
designated
around
hitter,
at 107
Jesse
off
Winker.
the bat, it's going to make you feel really good inside. If he elevates that a little bit more, it's definitely out of here.
Yep.
Winker stands in now and watches strike one. And he chases that one below the zone.
0-2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. And welcome back to the
Leading
ballpark.
off
Ready to
for
go
the
for the last
Phillies,
half of the inning. Here comes
designated
Bryce Harper.
hitter, Bryce Harper.
Swing and a
Hey,
miss. And that's strike one.
No balls. 1 strike.
Not the best swing that time from the first round pick.
No balls.
Good pitch
2
right there.
strikes.
Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
And that is there. Harper frustrated as he's rung up on
Now
strikes.
batting, the
And he
right
lets the plate
fielder,
umpire know it. Nick
Castellanos.
Castellanos stands in for the Phillies. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can forget it. A massive home run. His 16th homer of the year, and they grab the lead. It's 2-1.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. Went down on strikes his first time through. They say a win.
0-1.
That
Ball
misses. And 1-1.
1 ball.
1 out,
strike.
bases empty, and a run in here in the third and final game of the series. That one
2-1.
missed. Grounds one to short. Whips it across.
That's an out.
And that's an out. 2 outs,
Now
bases
batting,
empty.
the center
Byron
fielder,
Buxton getting
Byron
ready to hit.
Buxton.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
That one
1-0.
outside. Ball 1. That's
No.
down and in. A slider missed.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at-bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
That's a laser base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Now batting, left fielder.
Max Kepler at the plate.
Kepler.
Fly to left his first time. Just
that's a ball.
missed. Buxton, the runner at first with 2 gone. Right through there for a strike. That's down and in. Fouls one off. 2-2. And there's a ball.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
In the air to left center. And that will end the inning. Start of the 4th, stepping in the long ball
right
threat,
fielder,
Juan Soto.
Soto.
First pitch just misses.
Well, this is a big-time matchup right now, and stop what you're doing, folks. Watch this, because you have 2 of the game's best going, a Cy Young candidate and an MVP candidate. Look out.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Hit in the air, center field. Buxton moving under it. Squeezes it. 1 away. And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Mark Vientos. Edge of the zone for a strike. It's 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
That one ripped. And foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Here's Pete Alonso. Fly to left his first time. And a breaking ball misses outside. Hard hit left side. Safe at first as they can't make the play. So a man at first. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Here's Brandon Nimmo. Just a slow ground ball this time, and a foul ball.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Got him looking. Make it 7 strikeouts for him. And we're back. Here comes Real Muto.
For the Phillies, catcher J.T. Real Muto.
And that drops in for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Nimmo makes the grab, 1 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
And a base hit right there. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting, third baseman Cody
That's the 11-game hitting
will hit
streak.
next. On the ground, a second, might be 2. There's one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. So the batting order turns over. And here's the Phillies leadoff man, Trey Turner, 1 for 2. Base hit, center field. Throw into third. He's in there.
He's in there.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there.
Now
That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Brings it in for the third out. New inning getting started, and now here's Jeff McNeil. Ryan back to work. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
Well, these Mets being a little too patient at the plate in this game. Sometimes it's a good thing, but today they're continuing to fall behind in the count.
And no one can get there. Around first, heading for two. Throws to second, and now the tying run is into scoring position.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him,
fielder,
so that one has to feel
Siri.
good. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Siri in the box now. Takes strike one. Gets a swing and a miss with the sweeper. Foul ball still 0-2. McNeil stands at second with no outs. That to right. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. And a swing and a miss. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. Here's Francisco Lindor. And that one a little below the knees, and that is ball one. Lined, and that's a base hit. McNeil rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score, and they've tied it. It's an RBI single. It's 2-2.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Winker in the box now. No balls and a strike. Next offering misses down and away.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Juan Soto now 0 for 2 in this one. First pitch misses. Swings through that one for strike one.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
That one missed. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. We're at the top of the 5th. Dives, and he can't hang on. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. And next for the Mets, Mark Vientos. He's already homered here in this one. Ripped towards third. Tosses across to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and here is Nick Castellanos.
Right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
Off the mark there. Ball one.
You know, these Phils looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. Runners left on base really comes down to timing. Can you put together your best at bats in the most important moments? That's a difference maker. They've stranded a lot of runners on base in this game. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in.
Here comes A.J. Minter to the mound.
Well, he's been excellent against left-handed hitters this year, and that's his first test. This looks like a good move to the pin in terms of the matchup.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Bryson Stott. On the outside corner, 0-1.
No ball, 1 strike.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
No ball, 2 strikes.
That misses the zone. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Ground ball right side, down the line, and it's foul. Outside low, and it's 2-2.
Ball 3.
Runner at first with no outs here.
Full count.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Booth.
Center field. Siri in position. Makes the catch, and there's one gone. Byron Buxton digs in now. Late swing, fouled off. And now the 0-1.
2.
One away, tie game, go-ahead run stands at first. Last half of inning number 5. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Up and in, 2-2. And downstairs.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
In the air, foul off first. He's under it. Puts it away for the out. Max Kepler now at the plate.
Left fielder.
Yeah, this is kind of a tough
Max
matchup as a left-handed
Kepler.
hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball,
1-1.
that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
2 outs. Inside. 2-1. And that
Ball
one is
3.
inside.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And now the count is full. And another
Full count.
power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. So now
Ball
2
4.
on
Take your base.
and 2 outs.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed
Up
and walked the
next
hitter.
for the
Man, you got to
Phillies,
challenge the guy with the
catcher,
fastball.
JT
And now it's
Realmuto.
JT Realmuto. And the
Ball.
first pitch misses for ball 1. Hit on the ground to short. Lindor zips it across, and Realmuto is out. And that's the inning. Back at Citizens Bank
Leading
Park.
off for
And
the
here's the
Mets,
first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Alonso.
Swing and a miss. Alonso, a former home run derby champ, 30 years old now, and he was a second-round pick back in 2016.
0-2.
Got him. That's his 9th strikeout so far. Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets.
Francisco Alvarez.
Off the mark there, and it's 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
Can't make contact with the sweeper.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Out in front and foul to the left side. All tied up, and we're in the top half of the 6th. On the ground, right side, and that's just foul. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Brandon Nimmo
Left
up
fielder,
now for the
Brandon
Mets.
Nimmo.
And first offering is fouled off. On the ground, right side. Fires over to first. And the Mets go 1-2-3. The Mets with a new arm on the mound, Jose Butto. He last pitched 2 days ago. Weston Wilson
Leading
stands
off
in for the Phillies.
First baseman, Weston Wilson.
And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Ball.
And now it's even up.
That two-seam
1-1.
fastball is usually coupled with a slider away, and when a hitter's conscious to pitch in, it's hard for him to cover middle away, and that's where a pitcher can really finish off that batter.
Struck him out. Really fooled him with the breaking ball there. Cody
Now batting,
Clemens
third
stands in for the
baseman,
Phillies.
Cody
He's 0 for
Clemens.
1. Swing and a miss, strike one.
Just a bit tardy
No
there.
ball.
Not sure if
One
he
strike.
had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
No
He
ball.
has a
2
tendency to
strikes.
chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
On the ground, right side. And that squirts through. So that will bring up the top of the order with one away. So the Philly batting order turns over. And now the shortstop, Trey Turner. This one backs to left center. On its way, and that one's out of here. The two-run shot, his 13th home run of the season, and they slide in front in the 6th. It's 4-2.
Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
One down. Bryce Harper to the plate. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Still only one out here in the inning. And there's a foul ball. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. That's down and in.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 2 runs across in the inning here in the bottom of the 6th. Outside with a breaking ball.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Three-two. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Quite the matchup we're seeing here. 6 foul balls in this at bat alone. Really making him work out there.
The kick, the 3-2. And
Yes.
down on strikes. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the
Now batting,
strikeout.
the right fielder,
Now it's the right fielder, Nick Castellanos. He's already homered in this game. And that is out of play. Now the 0-1. And ball 1. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. That one carrying. Out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they tack on to their lead. It's 5-2.
Well, not every home run is a majestic blast off the bat, and even though he hit it pretty well, it was anything but a sure thing to get out. But today,
Taking over on the mound for the Mets,
71.
Sean Reed Foley.
he's having a ton of success facing left-handed hitters this season, so this seems like a smart move to turn to him with a lefty at the plate.
And now it's the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Bryson Stott. Swinging a foul straight back. And that
Ball
one is
inside.
inside ball 1. Breaking ball
Ball,
misses
no.
down and away. And
That's
there's
the
the ball.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline.
Take
Now
your
he's in the
base, ball
driver's
four.
seat with the 3-1 count. You get a walk, and
Now
you get a
batting,
walk.
center
Everyone
fielder,
gets a walk, dude.
Byron Buxton.
2 outs, runner at first. And now the center fielder, Byron Buxton. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. That misses the zone, and the count is 1-1. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Jordan Romano.
Definitely a guy that pounds
Now
the strike
pitching
zone,
for the
makes
Phillies.
hitters earn their way on base,
Number
and rarely
68.
gets in trouble because of free passes.
Jordan Romano.
Jeff McNeil stands in.
Leading off for the Mets, second baseman.
Ball
Jeff
1, no
McNeil.
strikes. Just
that's the ball.
missed. Swing and a ground ball. Zips it to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. Here's the center
Now
fielder,
batting,
Jose
center fielder,
Siri.
Jose
That's
Siri.
in there. Strike 1. That's to third. Gets it to first.
He's out.
And 2 away to start the 7th. Francisco
Up
Lindor
next
comes
for
up to the
Mets,
plate.
Shortstop Francisco Lindor.
Just missed.
1 ball, no strike.
That's
2-0.
way outside. And now 2-0. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Corrals it. And that's the 3rd out. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Dedniel Nunez. He has a great slider with tons of movement. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Max Kepler. And a foul ball. Oh, and 2 now as he swings through it.
0-2.
Now one
1-2.
missed. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And 1 out now. It'll bring up JT Realmuto. 0 for 3 in this one. Way
Ball
high.
1-0.
Breaking
No,
ball
that's it.
inside. And the count now 2-0. That
Ball
one missing
3.
inside.
3 balls, no strike.
And that's
Ball
ball
4.
4.
Take your base.
Tried another slider, but it missed the plate.
He did not take the bat
Now
off his
batting,
shoulder the
first
entire at bat.
baseman, Weston
And now the first
Wilson.
baseman, Weston Wilson. And a big swing and a miss.
0-1.
Late with the swing there.
It might be time to choke
No
up a
balls,
little bit,
2
get that
strikes.
front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Ah!
Some high cheese for strike 3. Here's the third
Up
baseman,
next
Cody
for the Phillies,
Clemens.
third baseman, Cody Clemens.
And first offering is fouled off.
Ball.
The 1-1 is fouled off. The next
Ball two.
offering misses. And that's ball
2
2.
balls, 2 strikes.
And that's
Full count.
downstairs and outside. Real Muto off of first with 2 away. And ball 4, 2
first base.
aboard.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive, puts a
Now
runner in
batting,
the scoring position,
shortstop,
and a chance for this
Trey
offense to add on to their
Turner.
lead.
Fouled off. He was late. Yeah, that's fouled off. First and second, 2 down. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a bouncer towards third. Whips it to first. Turner is out. That's the inning. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the
pitching for
8th.
the
Jose
Phillies.
Alvarado.
And he's had
Number
a tough go of it
46.
against left-handed batters
Jose
this year. They've been hitting him
Alvarado.
hard, so we'll see how he does here.
Jesse
Leading
Winker
off
getting
for
ready
the
to
Mets,
hit.
the
0 for
designated
3 with
hitter,
2
Jesse
strikeouts
Winker.
and a flyout. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Next
Ball
offering
1.
misses down and away.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Buxton makes the grab, 1 down. Here's Juan Soto. 1 for 3.
Now batting, right fielder, Juan Soto.
There's a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that
One
first
strike.
pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
That one out to right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And
Now
there's 2
batting,
away.
third baseman,
2
Mark
down, base is
Vientos.
empty. Mark Vientos will hit next. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. That one hit the knees for a strike.
0-2.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning.
That's the kind of outing I want to see from Alvarado. So I'm like really happy and everything. So didn't have to make a move. He's doing good. That's
Back
what I want
now,
to
new
see.
pitcher on the
Number
mound as we roll
81.
into the bottom of the 8th,
Danny
Danny Young.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing
For
teams
the
did that to me.
Phillies,
Here
designated
comes Bryce
hitter,
Harper.
Bryce Harper.
Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That's back. Got all of that one. And they add a run. It's 6-2.
Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Now, Nick Castellanos. Line drive, that's a base hit into right field. So, man aboard. Now it's the cleanup hitter for the Phillies, Bryson Stott. First
Ball.
pitch misses. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Soto makes the play, and there's one away.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Byron Buxton stands in for the Phillies. Foul ball. On the ground to short. Nice stop. Over to first. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. And digging in for Philadelphia, Max Kepler. And that one misses up and in. And that's ball one. Traffic on the bases with one already in. Here, the bottom half of the eighth inning. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. And they stop him at third, so bases loaded with one away.
Couple of singles back to back. Just kept it simple.
Now
Played
batting,
Pepper with the
catcher,
middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
JT Realmuto steps in. That's a strike. It's 0-1. That's down and in. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Weston Wilson, the next to hit.
First baseman, Weston Wilson.
Check swing, he went too far, and it's a
No
strike.
balls. One strike.
And it's even up. High chopper to third. Throws to first in time. They limit the damage here.
Now pitching
We're
for
back,
the Phillies.
and on the mound is the closer,
Number 59.
Yohan Duran. On for the 30th time this year. Pete Alonso up now for the Mets. Duran goes 6 feet 5 inches. He features a four-seam fastball, a splitter, and he occasionally uses a curve. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. 0-2. Hard hit to third. The throw to first.
That's an out.
One up, one down. He's 2 outs away. So up next
Now
for New
batting,
York,
catcher,
Francisco Alvarez.
Alvarez.
Just missed.
One ball. No strike.
And it's fouled away. So now 1-2.
I think he was a little excited there, saw the fastball, but needed a step ladder to get to that one. He's going to have to tighten it back up. He wants to have a good at bat.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
In the air, left side. Kepler moving under this one. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. So they're down to their final out. Next to hit, Jeff McNeil. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs. They're down to their final strike.
No ball.
Duran is just one strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
I'd say this team really needed to win this game today. It pushed them over the top to win the series, which is great. But when you go on the road in the next series, going into some hostile territory, you want to have a lot of confidence, and you want to be feeling really good about how you're playing, as well as to your left and your right, your teammates, that they're on track as well.
And your final 6-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us for the Game of the Week.
Another game where we played some good baseball. We were really patient. Lots of home runs, lots of hits, and look at all the strikeouts from the Mets. Gotta love that. We struck out 10 times, which is too much, but they gave up 6 walks to us. They should never be walking somebody 6 times, and that's how you lose baseball games. And that's why the Mets are not good, because they don't have good pitching staffs. Our pitching, dominant. No walks, 12 strikeouts. Yeah, Joe Ryan is having a Cy Young kind of season. He's 11-3 and has been dominating for us since we traded for him. So, yeah, very happy with him. So until next time, we have a new series coming up tomorrow, and we'll see you then. Peace. I'm out.